This is the last of 3 oysters I got in my Real Oyster Cult subscription, and I'm gonna go ahead and rate it 1 to 10 based on its size, its taste, and its shuckability. So this is a Moonlight Bay oyster from Barnstable, Massachusetts, and I could tell right away that I'm gonna have to take a little bit away from this oyster just because the shell wasn't as durable as other oysters I've shucked. So you can see right there, as I started working on it, the little point or the hinge of the oyster started breaking off to a point where it's just kind of flaked all over the tray. Now, still able, of course, to shuck this oyster. It just means there's gonna be more grit inside the oyster when I shuck it. So it's not like the end of the world, and you can always clean out that grit too. I did like the size of this oyster for a raw oyster though. It was 2.5 to 3 inches, which honestly, I think is about the perfect size for a raw oyster. I like when you have a good amount of chew in a raw oyster and not just like those tiny cocktail oysters. So I went ahead, got this ready to shuck, and gave it a taste. I love that there's a good brine to start with. It was a little bit sweet, but it didn't have a ton of umami. It was a good oyster.
A lot of salt.
I'm gonna go with the 7.8 out of 10.